Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're so well. Today we are going to do a little bit of makeup, but it's going to be a Q&A. I'm going to be answering some of your questions, and while I answer them, I'm just going to do my makeup. Like the good old days, like a good old chit chat, get ready with me. I've got some new products that I haven't shown you before. These arrived for me yesterday, the new Nars cream blushes. So I'm just going to do a full face, answer some of your questions. I just gave myself a little baby facial. Oh my god, my skin feels so incredible. The first portion of this video is very kindly sponsored by FOREO, so I'm gonna now go back in time about half an hour to when I did my little facial and show you how I've prepped my skin this morning, given myself a little spa treatment at home. Then we'll come back and do some makeup. Hi! So I have the Luna 3 and the UFO 2. So I am going to start by washing my face with the Luna 3. So honestly, the Luna 3 is like nothing I've ever seen before. They have an app that you connect to your device and you can make kind of like customized cleaning patterns. So if I press start on the app, it starts pulsating and it does a countdown. So I've got 10 seconds on one cheek, 10 seconds on the chin, and then 10 seconds on the other cheek, and then 10 seconds on my forehead, the settings that I set it to. So this helps to really deeply cleanse your skin, make the most out of your skincare products, because you guys know I am really getting into my skincare at the minute, and as you can probably tell, my skin has been breaking out. It is that hormonal time of the month where things just aren't going so smoothly for me in the old skin department, so I'm giving it a little bit of extra love. I'm using my FOREO devices, and I'm also about to use a face mask as well, so that my makeup sits really nicely on top. On to today's star of the show, which is the FOREO UFO 2. So this is such a cool idea. It is a facial at home. So this has so many different leading skincare technologies within it, including LED lights, and the masks are these adorable little mini Korean sheet masks. So what you do is you take this little disc off, you take one of the masks. So today I'm using the Acai Berry mask. So this is a smoothing mask. Look at this, look, it is so covered in product. You just pop the sheet mask onto the UFO. Honestly, there is so much of the product in it. It's not like a really dry sheet mask, it is covered in product. I'm just going to actually put whatever's kind of left just on my face. So again, I have linked my UFO 2 to the FOREO app, and you can choose the treatment that you want. So it has all the different mask options. So I'm going to go over to the Acai mask, and it says revive the youthful vitality of your complexion with this Acai Berry face mask, formulated with one of the world's most antioxidant rich superfoods for ultra smooth skin. Pair with the UFO or UFO mini to help reveal plump, young looking skin in minutes. So you select the mask, it then shows you how to secure it, and then it gives you like a 2-minute timer of how to apply the mask, and it feels amazing. As you can see, it's got this LED light and it warms up. So it uses heat, it uses LED light, it also uses the ingredients obviously from the mask, and this helps with hydration, with fine lines, wrinkles, and just honestly makes your face feel incredible. And it's just a 2-minute facial that you can do at any time to just have that proper like spa experience. And now it's moved on to the red LED to help with elasticity of the skin. So it covers so many different treatments all in one little device, and it literally talks me through the whole way through. You take off the mask and then you just rinse this under warm water. Make sure it's clean, and I just let this sink in. I let it sit on my face. Now my skin is super clean. Any products that I'm going to put on my skin now are going to sink in, sit so nicely, and my face feels so hydrated, and I'm really excited to go put some makeup on. So let's go do that now. Hi. The mask has sunk into my skin. My face feels plumped, it feels hydrated, it feels ready for some makeup. My skin is having a pretty hard time at the moment. I am breaking out pretty dramatically on my chin. It's hormonal, it's not fun. So using that mask has really helped to kind of soothe my skin. For me, the light therapy aspect is so interesting. I actually got up some more information because I actually wanted to tell you properly. The complete treatment combines heating, cooling, and sonic pulsations, thermotherapy mode, which preps the skin and enhances its absorption of the activated mask's ingredients. The cryotherapy refreshes and instantly firms the skin, shrinking the appearance of pores and puffiness. And then the T-sonic pulsation stimulates the blood, microcirculation, and better absorption of products. And they use 8 different LED lights. So there's the purple, white, green, orange, blue, cyan, yellow, and red. So I just find that very, very interesting, like the use of light therapy for your skin. I've got it in the comfort of my own bathroom, which is amazing. I'll link it down below if you're interested, and let's paint our faces. We're using all natural lighting today. We are getting all up in there. Let's start with a primer. I'm gonna use the Becca First Light Priming Filter because it's from my Project 10 pan, and I'm actually gonna mix it with the Auric Glow Lust Radiant Luminizer. I'm gonna mix them 50-50 on the back of my hand. Oh my God, that glow. It's just such a lovely, like, natural luminance because it's not really shimmery, especially when you mix it with a different primer. I'm gonna quickly do my brows. I'll be right back. I'm not being funny, but can we talk about the glow? Look at that. Delightful. Absolutely delightful. Okay, I'm gonna try a new foundation today. Well, I've used it once, but I've never shown you guys it. It's the Misguided Meet Your Match Demi Matte Foundation. It's super duper affordable. And yeah, I used it once and I liked it. So I'm gonna give it another try today. I'm gonna use the shade 7, and that's quite a fair color actually. We'll just see how this goes. I may actually mix it. I'm gonna pop a little bit of my Dior in with it because this is a little bit too light for me right now. I have a bit of tan on. Sorry. But this video isn't really about the makeup. First question is, what am I reading right now? So if you've been following me since the beginning of the year, look at that. Doesn't that look nice? If you've been following me since January, you'll know that I've set myself a little bit of a reading challenge to read 10 books this year, 2021. And so far, I'm absolutely killing it. I'm currently on book number 4, which I can't believe I've read 3 books so far this year. Like, for me, that's very impressive. Currently, I'm reading The Idiot, which I've heard very good things about. I've heard it's very, very funny. I'm yet to find it really funny. I don't think I've really gotten into much of the plot yet. So I will keep you guys posted. I'm not obsessed with it yet, but I also don't feel like I've read enough of it to really judge it. So I'll keep you guys posted. When am I doing another stereo? I'm so glad you guys liked my first few stereos. I think I've done 4 now. I definitely want to do some more. I think me and Lucy would like to do more. I might see if Tim wants to do another one with me. But let me know if there's anybody that you would like to see me do a stereo with that obviously I know. Because I really, really enjoy it. It is just like a casual podcast. Sorry if everything's a little bit blue. It's a sunny day, but it's quite gloomy in this room. I also feel like I really need some bronzer. What's your favorite Harry Styles song? Let me just put some concealer on. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I love Kiwi. I love Golden. When Watermelon Sugar first came out, I was massively into that. I feel like I just named the most basic Harry Styles songs. I am a little bit of a fake fan. Like, I love Harry Styles. I love his style. And I love him as like a personality. I just think he's the coolest. I need to like really get more into his music. I'm gonna put a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape. What a throwback. Just under my eyes because I am tired. I think I needed something a little bit stronger. Okay, the next question. How do you respect and accept your body while still wanting to change certain aspects? Now, this is a question that I feel I get asked quite a lot, but not directly. More so people just kind of hint at this. Like, if you are so body positive and if you do think that all bodies are beautiful, why did you decide to change yours? From an outsider's perspective, I think it could be quite easy to look at what I preach and also what I do and say that they aren't in alignment with each other. And, you know, I'm like contradicting myself by saying like, oh, you should love your body regardless, but also changing it pretty drastically and still working to change it. At the end of the day, you should be grateful to your body every single day for carrying you through life, getting you through whatever you're going through. You shouldn't see making changes to your body as a negative towards the body that you have, more so that you want to better it rather than punish it. If you're not grateful for the body that you're in right now, you're constantly going to be wanting to change things. You're never going to be content. Like, you're always going to be chasing something different or wanting to change something. If you are content in where you are and at peace with your body at the moment, you can make these healthier changes, do whatever you feel like you want to do, and make tweaks from a place of love rather than a place of not liking your body. It's just a healthier way of going about it, seeing it as you treating your body rather than punishing it, which I think can be a slippery slope that I have fallen down. What would you say has been the hardest part of lockdown in terms of training? Wanting to do it. Training has been a daily struggle for me. Like, I think people see my Instagram stories, see my vlogs, and they think like, you know, I'm killing it and I'm training every day. I'm really motivated and I'm like basically the same as how I was out of lockdown, and I still work out 6 days a week and stuff. And honestly, I have not been motivated in any stretch to exercise. I do it because I know it makes me feel better when I do. But actually getting myself to do it, I skip workouts because I love the gym environment. I love going to the gym, actively leaving my house to go to the gym, speaking to new people, having like my routine. The walk to and from the gym is very kind of therapeutic to me. It's like moving from one location with one purpose. Like, home is where I relax and where I work. Which is a juxtaposition in itself. But anyway, we don't need to talk about that right now. And then like the gym is where I go and I train. And it's nice to have that separation. So I really miss that. And I really miss having heavy weights. I have lost a lot of strength, as is to be expected. It is hard to feel motivated to train. It just is. That's probably been the hardest part for me, just actually wanting to, because I don't really enjoy home workouts at all. So yeah, that's been the biggest struggle. Have you ever had days where you are feeling really unmotivated and don't want to do anything? Yes, abso-freaking-lutely. Today is one of those days. I won't lie. I had to really push myself to shower, do my hair, get ready for the day. Like, today was a day where I really did not want to do anything, but here I am doing them, baby. I'm doing the damn thing. Hang on, before I get more into that, I'm gonna use one of these Nars cream blushes that I've not tried yet. I think I'm gonna try the shade Freedom. I've swatched it, but it's like, they've described it as a mauve, so I'm gonna give it a go. It's like a matte cream blush. So I'm just gonna pop this onto my cheeks. That's nice. I actually want to try Gasp, which is like it's kind of like a tan colour. And I think this would be really nice. Oh yeah. Let's get a bit closer so you guys can see. Such a natural flush. And it's kind of that like being in the sun, caught a bit of the sun glow. Putting it over my nose. And I haven't powdered yet. You guys know me, I'm really into my cream blushes at the moment. It's not like dewy like my Too Faced ones. I think that would be quite nice for those of you who have oilier skin and want to get into cream products. People need to remember that it's completely natural to have days where you have no motivation. Like, in normal life, it's normal. In lockdown life, I think a lot of people have been struggling with it a lot more, including myself. I've always been someone who's had days like this where nothing interests me. Like, I don't feel like doing anything and I just feel tired and I feel run down. And I get those days, you know, pretty frequently in normal life, but I definitely have been getting them more in lockdown. And if you are someone who is also struggling with this a bit, I need to practice what I preach, but take some time off if you are able to. Of course, I know I'm in a very, very blessed position where I can take the day off and I am my own boss and I don't need to ask for time off, which I am forever grateful for. But if you are able to do so, like, you should do it too. Do something that brings you joy, that isn't work, which I, again, am being a massive hypocrite here because I do struggle a lot to take time off, which I think people may scoff at. Burnout is a very real thing, and we've all just got a little bit more on our minds than usual at the moment, and everything is just a little bit more exhausting. So having those days, if you can push through and get what you need to get done, amazing. But if you feel like you can't, it is a very crazy time right now, and emotional burnout is very much a real thing. Try not to feel guilty and try and be kind to yourself. Lots of people are asking me if I'm planning on moving house. Not anytime soon, but definitely in the next few years. I would very much like to move. I love this house and I will be sad to leave. It's actually a flat, it's not a house. I know from the vlogs it kind of seems like a house, but it's not. I have neighbours that live above me. It's a masonette flat. Do I think I'll be here forever? Absolutely not. I definitely think now that Tim has moved in, and especially in lockdown when it's both of our offices, I need an office to myself. And I think having that as well as a dining room, as well as a bigger kitchen. It's funny because I think a lot of people, you know, they move into their first house and they learn a lot about what they need, about what they like, but most people do that with renting. Whereas I went straight from being at my dad's house to buying a place, and so I never had that like learning curve in a rented situation of like, right, I know I'll want this when I buy a house, I know I'll want that. And when I first moved in here, it had everything that I needed. And it still has more than enough. Very much fit to purpose for me and Tim, but I would love a proper dining room more than anything. I would love to be able to host, have a proper table. Tim and I eat on the sofa every single day, and I just wish we had like a nice table where we can eat at the weekends and where I can have friends over and we can host and have more than 4 people sat around a table. That is a huge priority for me in my next home. Definitely my own office. Also maybe an office for Tim, depending on what his work situation is. As well as I would like a bigger walk-in wardrobe / dressing room, which I know is bougie, but you gotta manifest this stuff. And I'd love a island in my kitchen. Like a kitchen island, not asking for much. Obviously, those are quite a lot of big things, and I'm not in any rush because I don't want to settle. I'm happy to stay here for the foreseeable so that I can kind of put everything into getting my dream home, wherever that may be. All right, on my eyes, I'm gonna use this Nars Saint Germain des Prés. This is from the latest collection. I'm just gonna do like a kind of soft, grungy, smoky eye. Start on the lightest, move up to the darkest. No plans as of right now, but I am one of those people who manically checks Zoopla every day. I look at Zoopla every single day and look at my dream houses. And I have done for about a year. We're not ready quite yet. Lots of people are like, why don't you have a pet yet? Like, I don't have a pet yet because I want to travel again. But if you had told me last March, like, you're going to be at home for a whole year, I would have adopted a dog. 100%. I would have got my greyhound. I would have had it all ready for nearly a year and it would be amazing. But obviously I didn't know that. And every month I was like, maybe next month will be the end of this, maybe next month. And obviously we're still not really anywhere near the end. Having now not been anywhere for a year, from the contrast of 2019 where I was hardly in England, I have the travel bug really hard, like really hard, and I am definitely going to go traveling again before I get a dog. So that has pushed it back. Whereas if I had known, I would have had it now and then it would have been more settled. So I will definitely get a dog. Tim and I are obsessed with dogs. We really want to adopt a greyhound a lot, but yeah, I want to be selfish for a bit longer, to be honest. That is ultimately what it comes down to. I'm 24, I'm very young, and I feel like my life is, comparatively to a lot of 24-year-olds, quite settled, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but I do, before having a responsibility like a dog, I want to go and see more of the world. I want to go travel. I just want to get up to no good before I have another life to worry about, which I think is selfish, but not in a bad way. I think that's a completely fine way to see your young life. That's why we don't have a dog yet, because as much as I would love to have a dog, and I am so ready for a dog, I'm not ready to give up my freedom just yet. Another one about moving, people are asking me if I have ever considered moving to London. I live not too far out of London, to be honest. I'm about half an hour out of London. I was literally talking to Tim about this yesterday, saying how like if there was any time where I would love to move to London, it would be like now in my early to mid 20s. Like I think it would be super fun. It would be really great for work. I think a lot of my friends are gonna start moving into London now. I would love that. I love the lifestyle. I love how kind of busy everything is, and I love the idea of going out and then just being able to get home really easily. I am pretty committed to the property I live in right now, and we're not far out of London. Like, I don't think I need to move to London. I work from home, so I don't think I would move to London, but I would love to. I would really like to. I don't think I will, because I don't want to rent. I would be pissing away money if I moved to London. Yeah. These eyeshadows are really nice. I love these colours. So ever since I started posting my kind of outfit reels on Instagram, I've been getting a lot of questions about how to style things, to wear bright colours, how to get the confidence to wear bold patterns. It's not about the clothes. I think it's more of a matter of caring too much about what other people are thinking about your outfit, about you in general. Wearing bright colours and wearing bright patterns it grabs people's attention. You know, that is just how it is. Bright colours are probably going to attract attention. That's why people don't tend to wear them so often, because it's not because they're afraid of bright colours, it's they're afraid of the attention those bright colours are going to get. Maybe first think about why you don't want the attention of people, and then once you figure that out and realised that it doesn't matter and that they're probably looking at you thinking you look freaking amazing and so brave and fun-loving, and like if you looked at somebody on the street wearing the outfit that you were wearing, don't tell me that you wouldn't look at them and be like, you look great, I wish I was confident enough to wear that. So why can't you be that person that people look at you and think, I wish I could wear that? Because if you're thinking it, other people will be thinking it too. And then if everyone starts doing that, it will become a much more normal thing, and we'll have a much brighter, more colourful world. My tips on incorporating more colour every day is just pick one colour, one item of clothing, and just have a pop of colour. And then the next step would be, say your first pop of colour is going to be green, and my favourite colour, a green pair of shoes, a green top, everything else is like denim or black or neutral. You use that one pop of colour and then you build on that. So the next colour you add could be the contrasting colour to that. So you could go for a pink, and so you have your green top and then your pink shoes, and you've already got two bright colours. They're contrasting colours, so they're instantly going to be a statement. But it's as easy as putting jeans and a t-shirt on. It doesn't need to be like the crazy layers and crazy patterns. You could just do like colour blocking bright colours, and it's fun and it's easy. And the more kind of confident you get with it, the more colours you can add. And then soon you are top to toe in colour, and you're that person on the street that people wish they looked like. This gold is nice. This one, I'm bringing it like all the way up. Someone asked me, which I just think is rude. Someone was like, when are you getting braces? I think it's so interesting that someone asked me that question, because I have at no point said I'm getting braces or that I want braces. That is purely them just assuming that maybe my teeth aren't completely straight, therefore she's assuming I must want braces. I don't want braces. I like my teeth. They're pretty straight. They've got a bit of a gap. I like that. They've got character. You don't have to have perfectly straight teeth to have a nice smile. I think my smile has character and I like my smile. I don't need braces. I would only get braces if, which is actually, okay, I say never, there is the potential maybe in the future, just because my teeth are starting to get a bit crowded at the bottom because my wisdom teeth are coming through. And if they continue to get really crowded, I might consider it. For my just aesthetic reasons, nah, I'm not getting braces right now. I might change my mind in the future. I did this the other day and I got so many comments. It's the Too Faced Killer Liner in Killer Camo. It's like a green liner, and I put this on my waterline and it looked very cool. So I'm gonna do it again.
Hello.
Hello.
Bye.
Bye. I just think it looks so cool, and I think this look makes my eyes look super duper green because the plum like contrasts with the green and then the green brings out the green. Pretty cool. Hang on, I need to pee. I've returned from peeing. I'll do mascara in a minute. I'm gonna do some bronzer, and I've actually really been liking this bronzer. It is the Misguided Instant Vacay Bronze Duo Powder, and I tried it. Honestly, I didn't expect a lot. I really like the formula of this. It's so soft and it's not powdery at all. Like, did you see how much I was swirling? I was doing that to prove a point. And it's such a smooth, light bronzer. So natural. And you can just buff it into the skin and it just melts into your skin. It's quite sheer, but I like that in a bronzer sometimes. I think sometimes going in with a super pigmented bronzer, it's very easy to just go overboard. Then because Project 10 Pan, I'm going to use a little bit of my Bobbi Brown bronzer just to deepen it up at the back because we're trying to get through this. Using my Charlotte Tilbury. Can you see it? Completely smashed into smithereens. I haven't set my face really with powder. I obviously baked a little bit under my eyes, but I haven't set my cheeks, which is nice because I don't feel like I need to with that cream blush. It's such a nice day, you guys. It's so sunny. It really is starting to feel like spring, which is such a relief. I'm gonna set my face with a little bit of the Huda Beauty, the Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa Hydrating Mist. Fan my face. The world's most phallic mascara. My Diego de la Palma, my toy boy, my fave. How do you handle negative comments and feedback on social media? Sometimes not very well. And sometimes it's honestly water off a duck's back. It just depends on the day and where they hit me, you know? If they hit me where it hurts, they hit me where it hurts. But in general, I'd say I've got a pretty thick skin these days. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I've heard everything. I've been called every name under the sun. And the way I get over it is by reminding myself that these people have no idea who I am. They do not know me. I don't mean to separate myself from you right now, but you don't really know me. You know what I choose to show you. Half an hour of my week. And I am honest with you and I am open with you, but there are things you guys don't know. Of course there are. I'm a human being with a real life, with real relationships. And I need to remind myself that these people who are leaving these comments genuinely don't know anything about me, don't know anything about my life. They don't know who I am as a person. They don't know how my brain works. And these comments that they're making is either based on my appearance, like whatever, I don't care if you can call me ugly, you can tell me my makeup looks bad, like, you can tell, I don't care. It's when they comment on how I am as a person that can hurt me sometimes, but I need to remind myself, if you are sad enough to go onto a YouTube channel of someone that you don't know and talk about them, talk about their lives, pretend like you know better than them in their own life, I mean, that's your problem, not mine. Like, mindless trolling is, in my opinion, a cry for attention, a cry for help. They definitely have bigger issues than what's going on in my life. They just need somewhere to let it out. And if I need to be someone's human punching bag to get them through the day, there are healthier coping mechanisms, but you know what? I'll take a couple of hits because it's not making them a better person, but if it's making them feel better and maybe helping them step towards being happier and therefore nicer to people, then I will volunteer as tribute. Yeah, how do I handle it? I have to separate myself from it and remind myself that these comments are based on very little. I think they only really hurt me when I see truth in them. And when that's the case, you know, that's on me as well. But I think if you're someone who leaves just nasty comments on people's videos, like, sit back and reassess why you're doing what you're doing, because you're not improving the world. You are actively making the world a more negative place. How does that make you feel? Like, how does that make you feel? And I remind myself of that. And I remind myself that they probably don't like themselves very much. And then when you're able to do that, you start to feel sorry for them. So that's how I deal with it. But most of the time, it just kind of goes over me and I don't really pay attention to it. I just ignore it. I rarely rise. But if I do, I usually regret it, so I try not to. A lot of people seem very upset that I stopped running. They're like, why have you stopped running? Because I can't be asked. In a fitness sense, it's not my priority. Strength training is my priority. And then in just a general energy to live my life sense, I don't have it in me to go for a run. I hate running on my own. I don't enjoy it by myself. So if I was to go running, I only like running with other people, be it one person or like a group of people. Me and Tim did actually say the other day that we'd like to maybe start running together again, like even if it's just like a mile or two in a day. As soon as my park run starts up again, so I'm just gonna set here, it's getting a little bit shiny. Yeah, as soon as park run picks up again, which is like a charity-based running club in my town every Saturday. It happens all over the UK, but it's like a 9 AM 5k and it's super fun. I used to do it with Liz and me and Tim would do it every week, like literally every single week, and we loved it. I just popped on a lip. I put on the Colourpop Ultra Blotted lip in the shade Slide. These are really interesting. They like sheer lipsticks that look like they've been on for a long time, which I really like. I actually prefer lipstick when it's been on for a couple of hours rather than like freshly applied. So I really like the formula of these. And then on top, I put a little bit of this Hourglass gloss in Enchant. So that's what's on my lips. And that, my friends, is the look. Not really a tutorial, more just chatting, answering a few of your questions. If you like the look, make sure that you let me know. I really love this green. I think it looks very cool. So I'm definitely gonna do this more, and I'm very excited about these Nars blushes, and I love this foundation. So yeah, overall I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out, and I hope you like it. If you want to check out FOREO, I have linked them down below for you guys. Thank you, FOREO, for working with me. If you are new, make sure you subscribe. I would love to have you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.